My name is Tyler Zombie Hill. I'm from Greenwood, Mississippi, fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi.
My name is Socrates Pierre. I'm
the Brazilian Diaz.
And again, it was that transition to the takedown, and we saw Petterfield run out. Showed great athleticism in that run out. But and these exchanges were great. Again, he stays on that single leg from the double and just runs him down, transitioning. And a good exchange from both guys here. Petterfield getting the better of that.
Man, that's just kind of the idea.
From the beginning, throughout the whole fight, he's going
to fights.
My name is Tyler Zombie Hill. I'm from Greenwood, Mississippi, fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi.
My name is Socrates Pierre. I'm from Miami, Florida, fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida. I represent Train Fight Win, Double Fist Gym, and Alliance Jiu-Jitsu.
Man, the zombie, you know, it's hard to kill and bloodthirsty. I come forwards, I come to fight, and I come to kill my opponent, man. That's just kind of the idea.
From the beginning, throughout the whole fight, you're just gonna see me express myself and just be me and do what I want to do and show all my arsenal, everything I got.
I'm bringing a pace, and I'm not planning on slowing down. You know, every human gets tired. You gotta remember that. But in my mind, I don't slow down.
I definitely feel confident. If I didn't feel like I was gonna win, I wouldn't take the fight. So, you know, you gotta make smart choices. I know this is the last minute, just, you know, do it, but I still feel really confident that, you know, I can get the W.
It is time for our co-main event here in Pensacola, Florida. This a catchweight contest. Normally these guys fight in the welterweight division. Socrates Pierre on his way, former Island Fights champion, took this fight on just 1 day notice after James Freeman pulled out. Pierre should be in shape. He fought just 2 weeks ago, came up short, losing via rear naked choke, but sometimes fighters, they can't lie and wait for that next opportunity. The phone rang and Socrates Pierre said, absolutely, I want to fight Tyler Hill, and he makes the walk here tonight. Former champion, like I said, he's had success here, and sometimes it doesn't sit well with fighters to have their last bout be a loss, and Socrates Pierre wants to get back in the win column.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he was doing in between that last 2 weeks. I mean, if he accepted the fight, he's probably still in decent shape, like you said. But more so than that, mentally, he wants redemption. He probably doesn't like his last performance and wants to prove to himself that he's a better fighter than that. And tonight he gets to prove that.
What can a fighter really expect to do in terms of preparation when it's a day notice? I mean, obviously the biggest thing is to make sure you're on weight. It's a catchweight contest. You're going to have to make the cut all the way down to 170 pounds, but there's no camp per se. Is it just
no camp.
Look at the tape and try to come up with a game plan?
Sometimes you don't even want to do that. Sometimes you just go, you know what, I just need to get out there and fight my best. I got to do my best. And the interesting thing about this is he sent me a message about a week ago asking for fight advice.
Really?
Yes. Just saying, you know, he wants to try to, it may have been after his loss, and said he wants to try to get his career back going. And I gave him some advice, and here he is tonight.
Trying to get it back going. Socrates Pierre hopes to get back in the win column here at Island Fights 58.
Well, another thing, I think he's not a young man, so he knows this is his last chance.
Tyler Hill, not afraid of a fight. Let's be serious here. When you take a fight on short notice like Socrates Pierre, your opponent is also taking a fight on short notice. Granted, Tyler Hill was always going to be on this card, but a different opponent, different strategy, different game plan, a whole slew of problems that he wasn't necessarily preparing for with James Freeman. Socrates Pierre makes Tyler Hill bring a different fight to the ring.
Not a lot of people give the other side enough credit. You know, for me, when I prepare a fighter, we prepare for the X's and O's. And when if they were to change the opponent, I would almost be more willing to not accept the fight because you've been preparing for somebody else.
Right.
You've been spending a lot of time working on things for somebody else. And when they bring in a new opponent on a day's notice, now you got some soul searching to do. You got a lot of work to do. And for him, again, it's probably the same situation. You know, why look at the opponent now? It's going to go down. Let's just go out there and treat it like a sparring session, kind of, but to kill.
And Tyler Hill is not afraid to fight anyone. His last Island Fights appearance, he took on Brock Weaver, who's his teammate. And he fought Brock Weaver because Dana White was going to be watching on the Looking for a Fight show. Unfortunately, Dana wasn't able to make it, but he was willing to fight his teammate, a guy that he has, you know, shared hard training sessions with, blood, sweat, tears, put it all on the line for an opportunity to get back to the UFC. He fought in the Contender Series. He's not afraid to fight anyone. Tyler Hill came up short on that night, but don't believe for a second that he's not ready to try to put on a show against Socrates Pierre.
Yeah, and those type of fighters, you gotta trust them because they're reliable to put on a fight and give you their best work. And that's all you can really ask from a fighter, is for them to give you their best work.
All right, time for our co-main event. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this catchweight affair. Socrates Pierre, 10-5, 34 years old, 7 years the elder of the zombie Tyler Hill. Hill, 3 inches taller and has a 3-inch reach advantage. On points for the catchweight, 181.8 for Hill, 178.6 for Socrates Pierre. For our official introductions of this, our co-main event, here is Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout. First, a special birthday shout out to our good friend Randall Ray in the house tonight, celebrating her birthday with us. Thanks for joining us tonight, Randall. We appreciate it. This next bout is being brought to you by our friends at Billy Clark Bail Bonds and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. A catch weight of 180 has been set. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighing in at 178.6 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a professional record of 10 wins and 5 defeats. Representing Zikro and Train Fight Win and Double Fist Gym from Tallahassee, Florida. Please welcome the Sound of Chaos, Socrates Pierre. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 and weighing in at 180.6 pounds, with a record of 9 wins and 4 defeats, representing Savage Association, fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Please welcome Tyler Zombie Hill.
Larry Downs Jr. getting this co-main event assignment. It is the zombie Tyler Hill taking on the Sound of Chaos, Socrates Pierre. TJ DeSantis, Dean Thomas, Pensacola Bay Center tonight for Island Fights 58. Appreciate you joining us on UFC Fight Pass. This combination there by Pierre finds a home.
Yeah, just a little far, like a little shorter on the chin, might have done a little more damage. But it's a great left hook.
Big punches here by Pierre early. Left hand. Bit of a slip there by Socrates. Nice jab there by Hill. This guy's throwing hard early. Beautiful left hand there on the combination by Pierre. Hill maybe a little bit rattled, trying to weather this early storm. Working the body and the head is Socrates Pierre.
Socrates finding his home, just not having the effect that he wants.
This is a catchweight contest. Hill a bit bigger at weigh-in time, 181 to Pierre's 178. Hard right hand there by Hill, and you see the difference in power and the efficiency of the punches. That one rattled Pierre, where Hill's weathered the storm a bit better eating flush shots.
Yeah, it's almost like Pierre's hitting him with the inside of his fist, so he's not really getting the knuckle on it, it seems.
Nice kick there to the lead leg of Pierre by Hill. Pierre answers with a nice right hand.
Pierre has to be careful. Like, he's doing a good job of walking Hill down, but he's leaving himself a little exposed, and his shots are a bit wide, which is probably why he's catching them with the inside of his hand as opposed to the knuckle.
A lot of action here, and we're just touch over 90 seconds in. Big looping shots, and we see Pierre disengage. Now coming forward with some more hands.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's living up to the name Zombie, because he's taking shots and continuing to not be phased too much.
Nice kick, stumbles Pierre.
Yeah, Tyler doing a good job of throwing that kick and knocking Pierre off balance, so he's not really getting a lot of them shots no more.
Kick has definitely been there for Hill a few times. Halfway point of this first round. Kick to the body, launched by Hill, but Pierre able to fire back with some punches. Pushed him in the corner, but now Hill back at space.
You see like that, like after he throws that kick, it knocks Pierre off balance, so he can't really get a full blow and get full rotation on his punches.
How much does that affect the power of the punch from Pierre?
Oh, it affects it totally. It totally changes.
Now in the clinch, nice elbows there by Hill. Right hand to the body. Hill by Pierre, but he pushed backwards. Now Pierre tries to go for a double leg. Hill having none of it.
See, the problem with taking shots like that is you're taking shots when you're already hurt and beat up. And the reliability of finishing them shots is very low. Yeah, Socrates Pierre looks worn already. He's taking way too much punishment. He's given a lot, but he's taken a lot.
And it has been 2 weeks since his last fight. He didn't have to go through a